Law Offices of John Belcher are continuing series of media and the law, and Inventing Anna, which is the #1 show on Netflix right now with billions plural, of minutes of view time. Anna Sorokin pretended to be a German heiress and was successful in defrauding a number of high-profile, high-society New Yorkers. Ultimately, she was trying to set up an exclusive private club and claiming that she was an heiress, was looking to use her inheritance as collateral to get financing. Among other things that she did, as shown in the Netflix series, she got a voice alterer and pretended to be a German male that was verifying the validity of her inheritance. She had an almost untraceable accent, in fact, was not even really German. After publicity from a writer was chronicling how people had been taken in, she was charged with multiple counts of fraud. And ultimately, she was convicted. And you would think that crime doesn't pay, right? You would think that someone that was convicted and had spent 4 years in prison wouldn't be able to profit from that crime. Anna was released after having served 4 years, but a few months later was put into ICE detention to be deported to Germany, which she currently is fighting. But Netflix decided that they were going to pay her for her life story. They put up an initial amount of $30,000, which went directly to her criminal defense attorneys. And then after the initial $20,000, another $330,000. So that's a total of $350,000. That money was used to pay off 2 financial institutions that she had defrauded in the amount of $200,000 for fines payable to the state of New York and payments to her attorney. And as of the last calculations, there still was $22,000 left over, but under the Son of Sam law, she's not allowed to profit from her crimes because Berkowitz, the Son of Sam killer, was offered a substantial sum of money to sell the rights to his criminal activities, in particular the murders. If you wonder about the payment to criminals for the rights to publicize a story, you may want to go back 45 years to a very prescient movie called Network that featured Peter Finch in his final role as Howie Beale. He received the Best Actor Academy Award posthumously. And Faye Dunaway played Diana, who had a vision of the Mousy Tongue Hour on network TV. And she was presented with some black and white footage that the Ecumenical Liberation Council had taken during a bank robbery and gave them money, which they then used to buy guns and continue with their bank robberies and other violent activities. And at the time, the vision that was presented so bleakly by Network that the media would be so greedy as to openly facilitate criminals seemed very, very far-fetched. But it most certainly came true. Does crime pay? Well, Inventing Anna still hasn't sold all of her story rights, and she most certainly intends to use her celebrity to her own advantage.